Aloha and welcome to Beach Walks with Rocks. You can find us at beachwalks.tv. Aloha everybody. Today's kind of a good news, bad news department, but you know, really some days I see everything as good news, bad news, you know, because it's just impossible to have one side of the coin without the other side of the coin. So, you know, all the stuff that's been happening with the economy and the meltdown and the bailout and the rescue, whatever, however you want to call it, I have found it very, very frustrating. And in fact, when I was in Detroit 2 weeks ago visiting my family, I went to Coffee Club with my dad, which those of you that have watched Beach Walks for a long time, you know, we filmed a Beach Walks at Coffee Club many years ago. And it's a group of retired, mostly auto executives who get together in the morning and, you know, talk about things. And so I was really questioning them. What do they think of this? And it was very interesting how people could, when you talk about things on a very specific level, we actually could have agreement. But when you step back and say the big picture, then everyone sort of retreats to their known positions. But, you know, the idea of, in the case of Ford in particular, and then I watched this movie, Flash of Genius, last weekend, which was about an incident of alleging Ford strong-arming an inventor and not paying him his due for the intermittent window washer. And there's just all these things sort of coalescing about how we live in community with each other. You know, we live here on an island. The Hawaiian word for island is moku. So we, you know, have the mokuluas, the two islands out there. We live on an island, so it's much harder to actually escape from the effects or repercussions of each other's behavior. And therein lies the good news, bad news. You know, there are so many things that are possible because we can do things together. But every now and then we really do have to pay for the sins of each other. And what I'm finding is that it's just incredibly frustrating, and I have to vent and do my private personal venting and then think of things that I can do on the micro level to give me a sense of control, because it's impossible to do things on the macro level. You know, no one person rarely can make a dramatic change, but each of us as individuals, there are lots of little things we can do to move that change forward. You know, when you look at these Soviet bloc countries where the people have overthrown, you know, really horrendous dictators and systems that were very, very entrenched, lets us know that it's possible. And so to channel that frustration into productive causes, I find really, really helpful. So I think that's it for today. Just that vent when necessary and realize we're in this together and look at what can be done and what can't be done. That's really the great secret of life, isn't it? You know, letting go, that serenity prayer of letting go of what you can't control and controlling what you can. So that's the plan for this week. Aloha everybody. Malama pono. Looks like the men are here getting ready for a practice run. They have their long distance Molokai race coming up in, I think, a week. So they've got their chase boats and they're gonna go do a long run. Okay, Lexi, let's get out of their way.